Yeah, my apologies. My apologies. Y'all forgive me. Y'all forgive me. Please, y'all forgive me. Now. Had a little technical difficulties, but I'm back at it though. To everybody that was logged in, man, I apologize for that. My apologies. My apologies. Let's get back to it though. Anybody that was logged in, my apologies. That had a little technical difficulty, you know. But let's get back to what we was talking about. Let's get back to what we was talking about. Y'all let me know where y'all coming from. Y'all let me know where y'all tapping in from. Y'all tap in, tap in. But I'm gonna continue whenever y'all log in. Um, I pick up wherever y'all forgot. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we got so much to talk about. We got so much to talk about. So this whole Adin Ross thing, and literally how this whole thing didn't sit well with me. You know, um, it's very interesting because people often talk about what it is to like a person to sell their soul. You understand? And for a long time, people had the whole concept like confused to sell their soul, what this and that is. But when people are talking about selling their soul, it's literally like when you're moving without any principles, like you just living life like a zombie, no principles at all. You just going. It's almost like it's almost similar to like working in a job for like 20, 30, 40 years and literally you didn't think anything outside of that job. Like, and a lot of us in this world, it's happened to us, you know, situations like that has happened to me. You work a job for so long and you come to find out like, man, probably wasn't value like that, but you make so much money for the company. So, but you continue. And now it's not even about what's best for you, for your soul. Is literally just going through the motions and basically like not valuing yourself. That's kind of deep. When you think about it. So the message at hand, what I was talking about, this whole hip hop situation that's going on and starting off the year, and where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Like to me, and I'm gonna kind of pivot a little bit, but understand where I'm going with it. It's sort of like, let's say, what people call comedy. So I came up like respecting people like Eddie Murphy and the Richard Pryors and you know the Eddie Griffins, the Martin Lawrences, the Jerry Seinfelds, and but there's a lot of people, the Godfreys. There's a lot of people I respect in the comedy game, and I'm not knocking nobody that just came up during the COVID or anything like that. But to me, there's a big difference in when people are doing comedy versus when people are celebrating um, chat. It's if I see somebody fall and break their leg, right? My first instincts, what I'm thinking about is like, oh man, I hope they're all right. Check on them. If they're okay, and the person was like, whoa, this was that, I might be like, that was kind of wild. But there are people in this world, right, that will see a person break their leg, and instead of thinking like, is that person okay? Their first instinct is to laugh. So that goes back to that whole comedy thing I was trying to speak on. Like, you can go to a comedy show to get laughters because you don't have a long week And when you get there, say you buy the best ticket in the house and you are like front row. Out of nowhere, like the person that's performing might lose track of their content, whatever they're supposed to be speaking about, and you might become the center of attention. Now, mind you, you worked all week or all month just to get away, to get a laughter, just to refresh yourself and all of that. But you come on front stage, and now everybody in the theater or the club is laughing at you because the person that's performing might have forgot their material and decides to start picking on you. Now, think about a person that probably has low self-esteem or anything like that. And they get there, they've paid their hard-earned money and all of that. And now they become the laughing stock of the whole club or the theater or the arena. Do you think that's really funny? To me, it's like the comedian has not done their work really because you're really bullying somebody. You see, and especially if the person don't have a microphone and you are the one that has the microphone, you are the sole controller, and now here you are just destroying the person. That person probably leave out of there feeling way worse than they felt before they even enter the place. It's sort of like what I'm speaking about right now. Um, Once again, it goes back to this whole Adin Ross thing. This lady did not do a single thing to you. But guess what though? For some reason, you decided that she's gonna catch it. She's gonna be the one that you're gonna talk down on and call her all kinds of names. And literally, if you yo, this is what's serious through this guy's track record. You don't, if you pay attention to the people that he picks on, it will literally tell you a lot about that individual. You understand? So to go out of the way to start disrespecting a lady, calling her all kinds of things and making diss tracks. So, like I said, if it was a rapper to rapper, because in hip hop, we are used to hip hop beef. Like we understand what it is. You take a shot, I take a shot, and you know, may the best lyricists win. That's how hip hop is supposed to go. But no, this was deep. It's almost like, how dare you say this? It's like this entitlement type of mentality. You understand? So that's where my issue came on with this. Like, I don't know Aiden from nowhere, but if you are watching the internet or watch any streams or lives, you will see the guy. So you know he has a presence online, and a lot of kids are watching this dude. So, and you know, the sad part about it too is there's a lot of parents that are like, yeah, watch him, be more like him. But if you really tune into how this guy is conducting business, woo, you would not want your child to be like literally tapped into that kind of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? That's not proper. That's not it. So the main question is like, why do people glorify? I'm not gonna say we. Why do people glorify stuff like that? Why do people like literally latch on? And this is not to take shots at no streamers. You know, you see people like Casanet that's broken all kinds of records and all of that, like and really done well for themselves streaming. Well, but Adin Ross and a lot of other people. But with that streaming though, what kind of damage have they done to themselves? You know, like one thing I've noticed about a lot of streamers is like their social skills is like little to none. Their social skills, their communication skills is like little to none. But they found a way to grab some people that can just stand there and watch them, you know? And I'm not knocking their business, but my whole thing is when it gets to the point of a level of disrespect. when it gets to the level of disrespect, yo, that to me, that's like when it becomes dangerous. Because everybody in this world don't have enough money to hire security. You understand? Everybody in this world can't just hop on a platform and just say whatever, talk however, and think like it's all good when they walk outside or when they go to school or when they go run errands and things of that nature. Nah, it does not work like that. There are people that don't care. There are people that it's like one more person that pushes me this way is on. You just never know where people's mentality is. It goes back to what I'm trying to, the main thing that I'm going to bring back. So when this guy is going on and he's just chastising his lady, calling her name, interrupting business because he felt a certain way, what do you think is going to happen? We're talking California. We're talking LA. We're talking serious, serious situations. Serious situations. You know, there are people that's in this world that don't care, yo. There are people that kill for little to nothing. People that will start a fight over nothing. So, I think this whole issue is like a whole lot deeper than what we think. It's a whole lot deeper than what we see. You know, and people are not really paying any attention to it. For this dude to have so much hatred towards this lady says a lot about that guy. Which, I know I don't really see this dude with no girlfriends. Not saying that he's supposed to have a girlfriend, but think about that. It says a lot about the dude. And then what also needs to happen is that a lot of artists got to be careful how they make these songs and things that they write. Like the disrespect. Like I've seen a lot of artists disrespect people that's like have transitioned to the next level. That's not cool. I'm not saying that Adin Ross is the only person that's disrespected somebody like to that point. No, but understand where this stems from. It gets heated, you call Whack 100 and say, hey, I got this issue, take care of it for me. Then you double down till you realize it's very serious. Now you don't disturb the freaking nest. Now they're swarming, ready to start stinging. Now, guess what you're probably gonna do? That person's probably gonna start playing victim. That's not that's not how this thing goes. That's not life. So the bottom line is for all the new artists up and coming, like if you're making music, make music. Make meaningful music. It's not about dissing. And I'm not even gonna say I get it, because nah, I don't get it. I'm not I'm not a part of the people that say, oh, that was hard, like pause. Oh, that was crazy. The beat was wild. But what is the message within the music? I'm talking about the message within the music. Everything that you're putting out to the airways, like what are the youth, the people that look up to you? What are they gaining from what you're putting out there? You understand? If you're gonna take that time to make the music and there's no message behind it, you're just wasting your breath. Honestly, when you take the activity that your most high instilled in you, you're supposed to put it out to the airways so the next person or the next younger ones that hear it can be motivated or inspired to do even better than what you put out there. It's not to see if I can diss the next person the worst. Like, no, that's not how. That's not how it goes. That's not how it's supposed to go. And if you think that's how it's supposed to go, then somebody advised you extremely wrong. Get that out your skull, yo. That's not how music is supposed to be. You think about the origin of the music, like there's a message, there's a wonderful tune to it, there's like wonderful beat to it, there's a feel good to it. And the emotions can range from sad, happy, ready to dance, just thinking, whatever. That's how this thing is supposed to go. So for all of y'all that think that making the hardest track is to see if I can diss this person the hardest. And look, I did not say that a diss track is the worst thing you can do. I never said that. Because some of the hardest tracks that we got in hip hop might come from a diss track, you know. Um, you got, for example, you got the Kendrick and Drake. And you know what though? That might be why Adin Ross is going so crazy on Doshi, you know, because he doesn't like Kendrick. But he, you know, no, not just that though, man. He's like almost like best friends with Drake. That might be it. But it's like he's picking the wrong person. Like, bro, if you felt that bad about what Kendrick did to Drake, man, write your diss track to Kendrick and see what happens. Go after that, man. Pick your equal. Pick your equal, homie. Don't go for a lady that's out here just doing her thing. And you think that's crazy because you got Teriyaki 6ix9ine on the track. That's not it. As far as what Glasses Malone is doing, it comes to a point in time where a person can get tired of seeing somebody get bullied and say, like, wait a minute, you're going way too far. You know, you can see somebody in a scuffle and that person is just getting handled. And you just see it's just completely unfair. The person don't really want to fight, but a person, because it feels like he got the advantage of them, just keep going. I mean, people like me, there's people going like, whoa, wait a minute, man, slow down, man. You know, if you say you got it, you got it. Let that person be. It's not about, you know, damage and everything. No, that's not what it's about. But once again, when it comes to a lady, homie, come on now. You can do better than that. That's not what it's about. Anyway, I had to get it off my chest. And anybody that's on this live, like, yo, y'all tap in, let me know where y'all uh, residing from, how y'all feel about this situation. And yo, it's a new month. We flip the calendar to 2026. Yo, like, let's do better. You understand? Let's do better. Literally, let's do better, yo. For real. Because the way this world is going is just bad. And a lot of things are just horrible. And literally, it's about really looking out for each other and being happy for each other. And, you know, the world runs better when everybody can respect each other. Yeah, I like that. The world runs better when everybody can respect each other instead of jumping in each other's necks. That one becomes a rough one, you dig? So for all my hip hop heads, look, let's teach the youth and all the upcoming ones, let's teach them better how to respect this hip hop art. Let's teach them how to do better. Teach them about love. Teach them about respect. That's really what I was coming in here to speak about. So that being said, yo, let's do better. Because we are better. And hip hop is forever. You hear me? Hip hop is forever. Fly Jiren is in here. That being said, y'all be safe. Y'all love each other. Y'all respect each other and look out for one another. Until next time, please click like, share the live, subscribe, and also the notification. Ding, 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 ding. So anytime I go on live or anytime I post something, y'all can see what's going on. You dig? So yeah, man. It's all one love. R.I.P. to Nip. R.I.P. To those that made it to this new calendar cycle, love and respect. For those that didn't cross it, your souls rest in peace. My cousin, William Fair, we love you. I miss him, man. He passed in December, just last week. I love and miss him, man. Y'all take care of each other and love. You hear me? With that being said, we out of here. Peace.